I'm making Moules Mariniere today. I've got a medium onion, finely diced, sweating in a little bit of oil in a large saucepan. Turn that down. I don't want that to brown at all. I just want it to soften nicely. I've got a couple of cloves of garlic fresh, about 100 millilitres of cream. This is double cream, but you can use single, that's fine. And some parsley, some flat leaf parsley, a big bunch of it, chopped roughly, it doesn't have to be fine. Some white wine, and a couple of kilos of mussels, of course. And I'll scrub those as best I can. A couple of these, you just can't get the barnacles off. I don't know whether there's a special tool you can use for it, I don't have it. But I'll scrub them and remove the beard. That's really important. If they're open, when you're cleaning them, tap them. If they're closed, that's fine, keep them. If not, bin them. If they're broken as well, bin them, because they're not very nice. But so these are nice and fresh, so hopefully they should be quite delicious. And also, as there's an R in the month, they're very much in season, so they'll be tasty. They'll be nice and plump. So we'll let those onions sweat off a little bit more, and then I'm going to add the garlic and then the mussels. Those are softened enough now. I'm going to add the garlic, and then I'm going to quickly add the mussels and the white wine. Just be careful, you don't want them to break on the way in. So be reasonably delicate with them. I'm going to pour some white wine in there. There's probably going to be about 200 millilitres. 150 to 200 millilitres, quite a lot of white wine there actually. And I'm going to turn that right up to its highest setting. I'm going to cover it, and that's going to steam the mussels, and they'll be nice and opened by the end of it. Well, most of them hopefully. So I'll leave those to steam, and I'm going to keep shaking them every so often just to make sure that they get an even amount of heat on them. Now you can see those are opening really, really nicely. They're lovely mussels actually, nice and plump. So once they've all opened, or the vast majority have opened, then what I'm going to do, in just a minute, I want to make sure that the alcohol in the wine's burnt off, because that can make it a bit sharp if the alcohol is still there. So what I'm going to do in a moment, I'm going to add the cream. Now I'm not going to pour it over the mussels, I'm going to make a little space around them, and I'm going to add the cream in that space into the liquid, because I don't want the mussels to be covered in cream. It looks a bit odd. So I'm going to add that there, and I'm going to mix it into the sauce that's there. I haven't added any salt at all, and I'm going to. The reason I've done this is because as mussels are a saltwater crustacean, they have their own salt inside of them. And in the past I've added salt, but they've been too salty. So I'm just going to leave them for a moment, let them all open, which, gosh, they all have it, they look super. And then I'm going to add the seasoning at the end. I'm going to add my parsley. And I'm leaving a tiny weeny bit behind to garnish, because it will discolour a little bit in the heat of the creamy white wine sauce. So I'm going to just have a taste of that, and if it needs some seasoning, I'll put it in now. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, well I'll leave that, and then I'll serve it up with some crusty French bread. Okay, here we are. It's Moules Mariniere. Which turned out really, really nice. And I'll tell you, I actually I bought these from Tesco, and the ones on the counter, on the fish counter, went out of date today. And I actually asked, it's well worth asking if they've got anything with a longer date, and they will go and get it. So these had a much longer date on them. Obviously you don't want to risk anything with shellfish, but they've turned out beautifully. They're really nice mussels, so I hope you try this at home.